Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Quit Talking. I am Ryan. This is introduce yourself.
My name's Owen. Nice to meet everyone, even though it's over, audio. So I'm never going to meet these people, ever.
I don't think anyone's listening. But...
No, nobody's ever going to listen to
Okay.
this. This is just happening.
Well, anyway, basically, everyone and their mum seems to be doing podcasts these days, and we decided, there's no reason we can't.
Yeah, I mean, what do two white guys you have to say?
Yeah, we don't have a lot to do in our time, and we watch films sometimes, so we can talk shit too. Essentially, yeah, we're just going to be talking about our week, things we've seen, things we've listened to, whatever you guys might find interesting or not so interesting.
Yeah, I guess we'll just find out.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so for tonight we've got we're going to be talking a little bit about Reading Fest. Something I've done for 2 years now. Owen, you've done for.
Yeah, I had my first year last time, so 2018, and I'm going to be doing it again this year.
Yeah. So yeah, we both plan on going this year. So we wanted to discuss the lineup, but yeah. So I wanted to just jump straight into that then. There's no
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so you've got a particular favourite for the event, or?
Right, so at least you and a few other people I've spoken to about it, you've all been bad mouthing in 1975. And I've been in that grungy punk phase since I was probably about 14. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them live. I'm not. I can see how you're looking at me. I'm not even ashamed.
I don't dislike the 1975.
It's just easy to bash.
However, I'm not a 14-year-old girl
Shut
either.
up.
You're going to wear flowers in your hair at the gig.
I don't see why not.
That being said, I will be there with you, so...
I know all the lyrics to all of the songs, so I'm thoroughly looking forward to it.
I thought all their songs were the same, but...
No, they're all about the same thing. It's either sex, drugs, or a mixture of the two. Oh, and depression. Depression is in there sometimes. What am I saying sometimes? All the time.
Okay, alright, brilliant. So that's your favourite, is it?
No, I want to see them. But honestly, a bit controversial because they're not a big band by any means, but I've been following them for a long time. I'm really looking forward to seeing them main. I'm actually going to go see them in April with Aaron on the 6th.
I don't even know who that is. What?
So you can see how they're right at the bottom. You can just about see them.
What? So what sort of music are they?
They are kind of. I think you'd be quite into them. You showed me some music the other day. It was kind of like almost country, but it's not.
Oh, that was the Cadillac 3.
So it's kind of like that, but it's still alternative rock. That's what I'd class it under, even though alt rock is such a broad term.
Right,
You can use it for literally anything, but they're great. They're really good.
So your favourite are the unknown, the Maeve?
The main.
The main.
The main.
The main, I read that was a V. Okay, the main. I'm very much excited for the main. I would actually say, surprisingly, my favourite is 21 Pilots.
Really?
Yeah, over the last few days I've been really getting into it. So I'm trying to listen to more so I can appreciate more. But yeah, I'm really getting into their music. But otherwise, it's got to be Raw Blood.
Yeah, I can respect that.
Raw Blood's a big one for me. Have you listened to Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes?
Yes, I have.
It's weird.
It is weird. There's one song that I like of theirs. Just one. I can't remember what it's even called. But they were the Secret Acts last year.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. And it was someone in our group that actually suggested them to me. And it was that one song. Because there was no signal in the field, and they kept saying, "Can you download this song so you can play it?" Because I was in control of the speaker.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
So, can you download? I had to hotspot off of another person to download it, and it probably took about 5 minutes to download a 2-minute song. And it was alright. I liked it. I didn't like any of the rest of the music.
Right, okay, yeah. So I listened to one of his songs the other day called I Hate You.
Okay.
And it's exactly what it sounds like. And all I could think the whole... Because At the beginning, I'm like, this is such utter rubbish. But then towards the end, I can get why people like it. It's not for me,
Right.
but I imagine I kind of want to go. If we're free, I kind of want to go see the crowd because I think the crowd is going to be a group of kids that hate their parents.
Yes.
Like 100%. Mum never lets them do what they want. That sort of thing.
I think that's a bit of a common theme for a lot of the acts this year. Like 1975 falls into that instantly.
21 Pilots.
Full Atlantic.
For fighters.
Unit 6. There's another one as well. Sandra Carmona.
Churches.
Yeah, Churches.
Muramasa. Billie Eilish, definitely.
A Day to Remember. All of those they fit into the my parents didn't love me, but they probably did.
So the theme this year, you heard it here first, is parents don't love me.
But they probably did, and you were reacting.
Yeah.
Is that controversial?
White English teen. Youngblood is another one of those. I'm not that excited for Foo Fighters. I'd happily miss it if there was something else on, I think.
Have you seen them live before?
No.
Apparently they're really good live.
Well, I guess we'll probably see. I don't imagine there will be anything else on. But to me, they're just a shit Nickelback. Can't get around it. I'd rather go see Nickelback.
I mean, and Nickelback isn't that amazing.
I will defend Nickelback to the end of the earth. But yes, my point is...
Shit, Nickelback.
Okay. But yeah, some other bands that I want to see are things like Juice WRLD, Charlie XX, even Fredo. I don't know if you know Fredo.
No.
It's not really my music. It's definitely not your music. Right. But you might have heard Funky Friday. It's a song in the charts at the minute. It's trash, but I kind of love it. I'm not going to sing for you.
I don't want you to.
Give it this one afterwards. You will know it. Oh, Bowling for Soup as well. That's a big one.
Do you know who Joji is? I feel like
I do know Joji. He used to be Filthy Frank.
I'm looking forward to going and watching him.
Yeah. Well, we'll be going with Aaron because Aaron's in love with him.
He's a dirty little weeb, so he'll be down.
Yeah. So aggressive.
I think it's warranted though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. To me, I think this might be the best year we have at Rainfest. I'm very excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm. Yeah, if I haven't done in the last 2 years, I'm going to go hard this year.
I'm going to go hard this year.
Yeah, I reckon there's not a lot you couldn't convince me to do this year.
Just to clarify, because nobody knows Ryan this well. Actually, probably most of the people that listen to this will know Ryan.
Yeah, I imagine, but we'll go.
But Ryan at Fest is like a completely different being. It's the complete opposite of what he does for a living. He just goes out, he makes new friends under different names, whether it's Ralph, George, or... did you go for Raphael?
Raphael was the main one.
That was only because we met a guy called Raphael in the line. But you just go out and you come back with different stories about how you just magically found booze or lost a chair.
Apples.
Or got just random sunglasses that we don't know how you got. I mean, I said we don't know how you got. We full well know how you got.
I've been told potentially why, and yeah, maybe we'll tell that story another time.
Drinking too much, falling into fires, falling asleep in fires,
Putting fire on my head.
putting pink hats on fire onto your head, and then wondering why you've got a scar just above your eyebrow the day later.
So the point is, I've been holding back. And this year, I'm not fucking about.
Getting into fights with massive random red-headed men.
Oh yeah.
Passing out.
Well, getting in fights is a strong word. I was
getting battered by a ginger.
Arguably, I was defending myself. Yeah, I got beaten the crap out of.
Didn't you just look at him incorrectly and he just hit you?
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's. I'm looking forward for it. It's going to be a great time, especially if you're going to be a completely different beast this year.
Yeah, completely.
So yeah, if you're going to go hard this year and people want to actually see this shit happen, we're probably going to be in yellow, correct?
Oh yeah, we're always yellow camp. Usually, last 2 years I've been in the same place, but I'd be surprised if 3 years in a row we managed to get the exact same spot. That'd be fucking amazing. I also think there's a lot more of us this year, from what I can tell.
There's a massive group of us going.
But people naturally drop out towards the end, so yeah. But yeah, I think this year's going to be the year to end all years for us, anyway.
Yes. No, it's going to be a great time. Good laugh.
Okay, well that's all I've got in terms of Reading Fest at the minute until new acts or whatever are announced.
Yeah, when new acts come, then we'll probably talk about it again.
I mean, potentially we can talk about past experiences in a future episode, maybe like guide to surviving a festival, although we don't do particularly well.
Like a how-to guide of how to do Reading.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think
perspective, although you probably can't remember half of it.
Half would be generous. Yeah, no, okay. So with that, we're going to move on to our next section. So anyone that knows us should be aware that myself and Owen are both massive Game of Thrones fans. Obviously, season 8 is coming out in April now. Hyper's building. And I wanted to put forward a discussion. Me and Owen haven't discussed this already. About a theory to do with Peter Baelish. Oh, by the way, if you don't want to listen to this Game of Thrones bit, you don't find it interesting or whatever, we'll put the time codes in the description. You can skip ahead. Probably should have said that at the beginning. But that's fine. Peter Baelish in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. Fuck, am I talking about? Game of Thrones. He's Littlefinger. At the end of season 7, or might be the second last episode, he tragically got his throat slit by Arya Stark, as we remember, using his dagger.
Do we already do the spoilers warning, or?
Fuck it, it's Game of Thrones. If you're not caught up on Game of Thrones yet, do it.
Yeah, it's too late now. You know that Peter.
It's been out for a while. We're going to do spoiler warnings on the stuff that's relevant. So, like, for example, this episode is going to be majoritively about the second Lego movie later. We won't spoil that for you until the end. But for stuff that's outdated already, when was the last Game of Thrones series out?
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, come on, man, you had your chance. you
can catch up on Now TV.
Yeah, if you wanna come have a go at me, it's at Ryan Wilton. But for now,
do yourself a favour, rewatch Game of Thrones before it starts again.
Yes. Anyway, so the theory is. It's been building a lot of traction recently. I believe you're aware of it, Owen.
I think I've heard of it, yeah.
To do with, essentially, before Baelish died, he was always telling speeches, that guy. Sansa, I love you, Sansa. Anyway, his main point was saying about how chaos is allowed, blah, blah, blah. But he was also saying quite a lot. He plays a game where he thinks of the worst possible thing that a person could be thinking, or that could be their reason for doing something. Now, he says that specifically to Sansa, when Sansa started coming up with ideas, or she's deliberating about potentially killing him.
Yeah, when Sansa, became a real character, as opposed to moaning like 14-year-old.
She had a fair reason to moan.
Well, so did the rest of the characters.
Yeah, but she got the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, she did get the King's Landing end of the stick.
Yeah. Well, more so Ramsay's stuff was quite bad as well.
Oh yeah, it was pretty dreadful as well.
But yeah, so he's warned her about that. And this is prior to him dying, obviously. And then, obviously, the worst thing she's thinking at that time is about killing him. Him saying about that game makes it very clear that he's aware. And there's this weird scene, it's only about 4 seconds long, I think, where he stood talking to this blonde lady. We've never been introduced to this blonde lady, and we aren't for the rest of the season. However, you can hear what sounds like time's up from her to him. And he hands her something metal and small and round. Now, the theory going is that he was a faceless man from Bravos, the one of these assassins people, when he can change his face. He's got her to put his face on, and she's got her throat slit in the end scene. Now, I personally think this has got some merit. I'd actually be surprised if it wasn't this now.
I want it to be this because Owens was a prick. Baelish, probably one of my favourite characters.
He is my favourite. Yeah.
Like, just not so much like him being he's a terrible human being, flawed in every way. But the way that the way that the actor portrays him, and the way that he is in the show, like a lot of the shit wouldn't have happened without him.
None of it.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So killing him off by getting two of the more useless Stark children to off him, it seems a little bit off. So if this does have merit and it comes through, I'd be happy.
It just seems that he knew it was coming, and why would he put himself in that situation? He's such a slimy guy. He always gets out of these things. It was too easy. There's another. So, an addition to this theory is that actually Jack and Hagar, the guy that trained Arya, and Lord Baelish are the same person.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you seen this?
No. I haven't seen that at all.
In the first series, at the end, or I think it's actually at the start of the second series, Littlefinger leaves King's Landing. He says he's going to go search for Arya.
Right.
Next time you see Arya, she meets Jack and Hagar leaving King's Landing in the cage. And then every time Lord Baelish disappears for a bit, Jack and Hagar's back in the series.
Yeah?
It's really odd the way they do it.
That's fair.
And he was raised in Bravos. He wasn't raised in Bravos. His granddad was Bravosi. However, when he was younger, he tried to marry Catelyn Stark. She got paired off with Ned. He then challenged Ned. And then Ned brought it to a point where Littlefinger had a big gash in his stomach. To the point where Catelyn describes it as she honestly thought he was going to die from that wound. She got Ned to stop there. She said she'd marry him if he stopped him and left Littlefinger alive. Because even though Littlefinger's a bit of a wanker, she grew up with him. And then there's a time gap, and she says she had never seen him again between then, when they were kids, and when she goes to see him in the first series in King's Landing. It's a massive time chunk he could have disappeared.
That's true, yeah.
He's off to Bravos, I reckon, to train. Not to mention, I think he can handle himself. You never really see it. In the first season, he was suave at getting that dagger to Ned's throat. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does come back, we'll suddenly find out he's like a fucking ninja or some shit.
Like, the curious bit is, now that you said that, because I had no idea that this theory was even floating about, like, did he at any point say that he worshipped death as a god? Because I feel like he has.
I don't think he said that.
Because he hasn't said like, he's worshipped any other gods.
No, well, he's definitely mentioned that he's aware that they worship a god of death. Over in the... So he's made it clear that he's aware of who the Faceless Men are.
Yeah.
So, like, it all seems to lead. I think it's pretty good bit of information. Like, I think it's pretty solid. But these things have a way of making us look like idiots. So
I say that, yeah, there's some merit behind that. Somebody's definitely thought about it. The only problem is, like, Game of Thrones is such an annoying topic because the books have only got so far, so there isn't even that much, there's no source material that this is coming from at this point. This is just the writers talking to George R.R. Martin and going, is this alright? And he's basically going, yes. Well, George R.R. Martin. Have you seen the picture of him absorbing?
no.
And the caption is, like, procrastination to a whole new level. Because he should be writing those books. He's just not. He's just absorbing.
In fairness to him, though, like, I imagine for a lot of writers, the job is, well, it's a passion, it's something you enjoy doing. As soon as it becomes work, you must lose so much energy to do it.
I don't blame him. To a certain extent, I feel like it's almost expected of him to finish those books because of the J.K. Rowling kind of nature of you need to pump these books out because it's now a franchise and this franchise needs to be carried on.
Yeah, and I mean, the amount of pressure for him to get it right, which he won't. There's someone somewhere is always going to be disappointed, and like, yeah, I mean, for me that's it. But in terms of the theory, you got any other insight?
No, I think it makes a lot of sense. My question is a little bit off topic from the theory, but actually, no, let's swing it all together. Based on that theory, how do you think it will affect the rest of the story? Like, do you think somebody else will end up on the Iron Throne because of that, or?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't pretend to have any idea how this whole thing's going to go down now. Personally, I mean, my going theory, the theme has always been about children and protecting them. That's what the Starks were doing, that's what the Lannisters were doing. Daenerys is protecting her dragons, so she calls her children. The theme has always been protecting your children. Even things like the Mountain, walking around with Arya, stuff like that, was very child-centric. And I think potentially, if you look at the people left, they don't have any kids anymore. Other than Cersei, who, if I remember correctly, has just announced that she's pregnant.
I don't think that's going to follow through, though. I mean, like, prophecy-wise.
Yeah.
That witch, like, when did she get introduced, that story?
It was like season 4.
Yeah. But everything she said so far is correct. And based on that, she can't have any more kids.
If I imagine that, she is pregnant, isn't she?
She thinks she's pregnant.
Oh, okay.
But she made it sound like she was. But I don't think she is. Or if she is, it's going to be a miscarriage.
I also don't think who the Night King is matters. I think way too many people are reading into that. Supposedly it's some Stark. It's a guy called Brandon Stark. It might not be our Brandon Stark. It might be an old one, or it might be a time travel thing. I really don't think it should matter. I think all that matters is that he's the first White Walker.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it'll end up being someone.
Yeah, it'll be convoluted in some way, and then somebody's going to claim, "Oh yeah, I knew that the entire time."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Definitely, 100%.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think that's all we've got in terms of the theory. But potentially, future episodes we can come back with other theories and stuff like that that we find.
I mean, I think it was you I was talking to that said that they were going to rewatch season 7, just not the rest of.
Yes, yeah, that's my plan, because I know the rest of it like the back of my hand. It's just season 7 when everyone's coming together. I kind of want to really become a bit more knowledgeable about it. I mean, I love talking Game of Thrones,
so we'll probably talk about it again before it restarts on April the 14th, I think it is.
Yeah, and I think, if this goes anywhere in terms of podcasting, and we're doing it around the time of that, we'll be talking about the Game of Thrones episodes, whether it's one at a time, maybe not, might be 2 at a time just to save room.
Yeah.
But we'll see, yeah.
Almost definitely. Yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, April 14th, get that in your diary. That's when it restarts. I think they're showing it Sunday evenings in the UK.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Well, that I know that.
That it's Sunday evening.
Yeah. I was talking. We're going to do a watch party. Definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm down.
Whoever's coming to that that's up for debate. But I mentioned it to a few people, and they all sound like they're down for it. So.
Well, I'll be free at the weekends now. So.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll sort that out.
Okay. So with that, we're done talking Game of Thrones. Move on to what is supposed to be the main attraction for this podcast. We went to see the second Lego movie tonight. And
Yes.
I think Owen will agree with me in saying it's been hell not discussing it since we left the cinema, just so we could save it for this.
It's only been like a couple of hours since we've got back from this, since we left the cinema. It finished at like what, 8?
Yeah,
About that?
Not long at all.
Oddly, for a kids movie, quite long. It was an hour and 50 minutes.
50 or 15?
50.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it was quite long. But, say it now, good or bad?
I think it was alright.
I thought it was good. I thought it lived up to the first one. There's some really funny moments, and there was some kind of... I feel like the story was probably its weakest.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The comedy that went along with it, great. And the cast that they had as well, they had some big names on there.
Yeah.
Names that I didn't think would be associated with the Lego movie, but they are.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly break down the story. essentially, I don't know if you've watched the first one, great, that'll help. But if not, our main character is a guy called Emmett. The world's gone through a bit of an apocalypse, and he's not moved on with the times. He's not as rough as everyone else. He's just pretending everything's the same as it used to be. An alien comes down, and they're discussing with the alien ends up abducting Emmett's 5 closest friends.
5, yeah. They're seen to be the leaders of basically humanity.
Yes, yeah, or Lego people.
Humanity.
Yeah, and this includes his. I believe she was described as his special friend Lucy.
Was that used last time? I feel like
I don't know, but it's his girlfriend, basically, right? And
you can't see that as a kids' movie.
whatever. So they end up going. They get abducted. They get taken to planet Sistar.
Yeah,
Which is
something
a
like
play
that.
on the words for sister, which I found quite grating personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then he obviously has to go and find her, and along the way, him going through space and stuff, he meets a guy called Max Ranger. I think it was Max Ranger, something along those lines. Rex Danger.
Rex Danger.
That was it. And
Max Ranger was someone in my year.
oh yeah,
Garth.
nobody Google that.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't Google that.
Yeah. So yeah, he meets this guy and he helps him along. He's got a team of raptors, whatever. And oh yeah, the queen is very clearly a bad guy. She's making it very obvious she's a bad guy, but like trying to tell them, no, I'm here to help you. And then she plans to marry Batman. Now, if you didn't know this was the Lego movie, this would sound insane. This would sound absolutely insane.
And it is insane.
Yeah.
Like retrospect.
They play into that though, and then essentially Emmett comes to save them. In the process, not realizing actually, turns out the Queen wasn't a bad guy, and then he destroys the planet. And then this is actually really convoluted. And then it goes back out. If you watch the first one, you know that it comes out of the toy world into the real world, and it turns out it's all about the brother and sister fighting, and if they fight one more time, the mum's going to make them put their toys away. And obviously, Emmett destroying this planet now has been the conduit of that final argument, and mum makes them put the toys away. And in a rather funny bit, it then comes, they're all getting put away sadly, it comes up with the end, which I particularly found quite amusing because I'd literally just said, can you imagine if they said it's the end right now? And it happened.
Yeah, it just popped up.
Yeah.
Literally seconds. That's all it took.
But obviously it's not the end, and then I think through pure power of friendship, they sing a song out, and then they don't really explain.
That's the thing, like,
but yeah, they fly out and they attack his spaceship, and then there's a final battle, and it turns out, oh no, this is a spoiler. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to do any spoilers.
like you've pretty much given the entire story. So we might as well. We've already said it's going to be a story, like a spoiler filled.
Did we?
Yes. Right.
I think we should leave. So that the bits I've left out one spoiler.
Yes.
Fuck.
Which is probably the biggest spoiler.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I've screwed this. Usually we're going to have a spoiler section at the end, but it's the Lego movie, and I fucked it. We find out this Rex Danger is Emmett from the future, and
in a storyline that makes absolutely
it makes no sense. It's because he was left behind. He fell off the map, and then like his friends never came to save him. Arguably, that would have been impossible. And then they have a fight, and they stop him, and he fades away.
The kids make
Back
up.
to the Future style, and then the kids make up, and everyone's friends again, and that's it really.
That is the story.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely atrocious. I assume. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe you think that sounds great.
No. You're right. The story is trash.
Yeah. I mean, and that's me missing out a fair amount of detail as well. It just wasn't. I mean, as you know, I predicted the Rex Danger thing the second he turned up on screen. Quite proud of that, actually, because I don't think it was as obvious as it might.
No, I reached the same conclusion.
At the same time?
Yeah, kind of like a little bit before. As soon as I knew going into it that it was the same way, so it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Them. I went, okay, they're going to do something with that.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the same person. Let's be real. Probably my favourite part of the movie was how many Easter eggs they threw in, especially with Rex.
Oh, yes, yeah. Yes, no, this was really good. Because he was just Chris Pratt in real life,
He was just Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was making references to all the films he'd been in, saying that he trains raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really well done. In fairness, I think all the characters are... I mean, some of the ones that were more main in the first one were sidelined. Sean Day's character, I think his name is literally Spaceship Man or something.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. The pirate was sidelined a bit. Actually, I would say Emmett was more a secondary character in this one, potentially. Wild Style, is her name, I would say took more centre stage. And I thought it was quite clever. So turns out she's the initial singer of Everything's Awesome.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a couple of things like that where they answered questions you didn't know you had about the first one, but it'd been there the whole time.
Yeah.
So like the honey where are my pants bit, I thought it was... Turns out it's actually the dad shouting honey where are my pants, which of course it is, but like you never really thought about it in the first one, so it was just... Yeah, that was a nice little throwback. The comedy was the highlight of this film, though.
Yeah, definitely.
There was stuff for everyone. There were jokes there that I know would have gone over kids' heads.
I would say a majority of them.
Yeah.
So there's stuff for people our age and adults, definitely 100%. I think one of the more creative ones was, they were talking about the Justice League. And they were like, Marvel aren't returning our calls.
Yes, yeah. I actually knew that was going to be a thing going in, because apparently that's genuine.
Oh, really?
Because Lego has the right to Marvel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no.
Because didn't they have...
They had a couple of Marvel characters in the first one. I swear they did. Not a lot.
I don't think they do. If they do, I couldn't think who it was. That's the point, though. The Justice League, in the first one, Channing Tatum was Superman, and bloody Jonah Hill played Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. I can't remember who does Wonder Woman. In this one, they brought in the new Aquaman, and it was actually Jason Momoa. We found out, which was...
They also
sidecasted the old Aquaman. They referred to him as old Aquaman.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not a big fan of Jason Momoa, but I thought in this it was quite funny that he was so willing to take the piss out of his own Aquaman performance.
Yeah.
He was saying shit like, "Oh, my man," and stuff like that, and I thought, I respect that. Can we talk about the best cameo? Do you want to explain the best cameo in the film?
Wait,
I think it's the one that I really liked.
It must be.
Is it Bruce Willis?
Yes.
So...
How do we explain it? Is it Wild Style? She takes off her hair, just like, I'm Bruce Willis now, and just pans around to, like, I want to say...
it's a hot tub.
Yeah, it's just Bruce Willis in a hot tub, but as a Lego character. And he turns up again, like, later, like, not even that, probably like 10 minutes on.
Yeah, in the vent.
In the vent. He's just like, I don't live here or anything, I just spend a lot of time in vents.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so on the nose, and I had a look afterwards because I thought there's no chance that they got Bruce Willis to voice himself for like a cameo that small. Oh, they did, 100%. He's on there. And look at the cast list. It's just, how do they have the money for that?
He probably does it pro bono.
It's true,
But that's great. Like, good job, Lego Universal. Who was it? Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Yeah. Also, Noel Fielding and Richard Ayoade, initially from the IT crowd, were in this. Richard Ayoade was playing an ice cream cone that was an assistant to the Queen, and Noel Fielding played a young vampire, very spoofing of Twilight,
Yes.
which I thought was maybe a bit outdated, but
It was
I
quite
thought the
outdated.
humour was still really funny. I thought Noel Fielding in particular was really good.
Yes.
But Rich Everybody was funny as well. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There was so. I mean, there's loads packed into this, but really, like, I don't particularly want to, but I think it's probably worth a rewatch just to get everything.
Yeah.
I'd say so. Yeah,
Was it someone famous that played the alien that initially came down, the girl?
Oh god, I don't know.
I couldn't even tell what her name was.
No, yeah.
Was it Lord Mayhem or something Mayhem? General Mayhem.
it is right. If this is correct, it is the girl out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine who plays Rosa.
Oh, yes, okay.
But that
Definitely makes sense because have you ever heard her in like a regular interview?
No,
It doesn't sound like Rosa at all.
I didn't know that.
like not.
She has, you know how she's quite like moody in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Not like that at all. Such a like a really upbeat voice.
Okay.
I wouldn't tell it's her, but that makes sense for the character. I would not have been able to guess that at all. But yeah, apparently so. General Sweet Mayhem or something like that.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So for me, I'd say this is worth a watch. Now, whether you need to go to the cinema and pay for it, I'm not sure. I mean, as a cinema experiences go, it's one of the more uncomfortable ones. But certainly for us, we're two fully grown males, and we've walked into a cinema full of 8-year-olds, and that was, for me anyway, a little bit.
Look,
I hate to call people out, but there was a kid on our road.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kept on getting like, really into the music to an extent, and appreciate it. At the same time, sit down, stop standing up. It's so annoying.
On that note, though, so this film, I wouldn't say it's a musical, but there's quite a few bits where the people start singing. I didn't hate it. I get really cringed out by characters bursting out into song. Actually, I would say all of the songs fit and were all right.
yeah.
What was the one we liked at the end?
Oh god.
Oh, it was the one where they're talking about being depressed.
Oh, not
Everything is awesome. Or something.
Yeah, everything's not awesome, and I was making us laugh.
It's like,
It
talking about
did.
Lowering your expectations and like it's not realistic.
Yeah,
Everything's
Yeah,
awesome.
and I mean, you know, Owen, that I absolutely detest comedians or any sort of humour where they're trying to put it on a song, because generally it's almost never funny, it's just them trying to show off. But
Yeah.
actually, I thought it was quite funny at the end of this. And yeah, no, every song, none of the songs felt out of place. Didn't feel forced, I don't think. I'm not going to go listen to them, but I thought it fit, actually, and there's definitely more songs than there was in the first one. I think it was the only one in the first one.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you any of the songs by name.
It was like, this is the catchiest song in the world, or
Apart
something.
from
Kickstart My Heart. That's when they're in the asteroid field.
Oh, okay.
That's a good song. I've got that on my playlist.
Oh, is it a Lego Movie song, or is it?
No, not at all.
Right, okay.
It's just, if I play it for you, we'll get copyrighted for it.
Right,
But you know what it is. If I'll play it for you afterwards.
okay.
I'll put a link to it in like, the description or something so people know what it is. But
Anyone who knows the Lego movies knows the animation is brilliant. I thought they were quite creative with some of the structures this time, a bit more creative, if anything, because they had the old apocalyptic feel. Particularly when the kitten, the cat woman, she became like a giant lion thing. I thought that was quite good. And his like 3-wheeled motorbike, that was the old unicycle thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. But otherwise, I'd say it's worth watching, even if you're an adult, as long as you're not too proud to watch a cartoon.
it's probably one to bring like a younger cousin, like a niece or a nephew too.
Yeah, certainly. I would say if it's for personal enjoyment, particularly as an adult, don't pay for it. Say wait for Sky.
Yeah.
Or Netflix or however you watch. But if you're, so me and Owen have cards for the cinema, so we can go and watch everything for free. well, we pay monthly. But so if you're someone like that, I'd say yeah, it's worth 2 hours of your time. So
Yeah, it's not a waste by any means. It's definitely something to pass the time, and yeah, it's not dreadful. You won't come away from it thinking, well, that was shit, wasn't it?
no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought. I mean, we said going in, this is either going to be a really good film. I don't. We said it's either going to be good or bad. I don't think there's going to be an in between here. And it's definitely leaning towards good. That's all I've got on Lego Movie.
No, yeah, me too.
Yeah. So yeah, give it a watch. I reckon. In terms of the rest of the podcast, I've not. I mean,
It's pretty much it for this
yeah,
week.
I've covered the week in the Reading Fest and stuff like that. In terms of. So okay. That was the end of episode 1. Might, depending, knowing us, might be the only episode we ever do, but we'll see how this goes. We've enjoyed it. Hopefully you do too.
Should we plug some stuff just in case people want to find us elsewhere?
Yeah, go on. What have you got to plug first?
I'll plug my Instagram at Owen Cheds. That's CHEZ. Owen being, how you spell Owen. But yeah, you can follow me on there and see my shite photos.
Yeah.
If you want to see anything else from me, I do actually have a YouTube channel. I don't really use it very often, but it's again Owen Cheds, so you can catch me up on that.
Yeah, and I mean, on Instagram, I'm at Ryan Whittleton, although Whittleton's a bit harder to spell. It's Whiskey India Tango Lima Echo Tango Oscar November. So yeah, quite a long surname. But yeah, same principle. Just give us a follow on there. I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm going to be creating the one for this to be uploaded to. So yeah, just give us a subscribe on there. Hit the notification bell because we're hoping to do this weekly, I think. I mean, we haven't really discussed it. We're sort of winging it.
Yeah.
We've both got quite busy lives, but we try. And it's weird. We seem to get massive chunks of free time all at the same time. So, yeah. And also, if there's any particularly generous people out there, myself and Owen are both doing a charity boxing fight for cancer research. It's a great cause. We've got training twice a week, and we're both rubbish, so we're probably going to get kicked the crap out of for cancer. But if there's a reason to do it, that's good enough for me. I would give you the link to the Just Giving, but instead, just follow those Instagrams we said before. They'll be down below in the description as well. And both of us have it in our bio. So if you'd like to donate, if you prefer one of us to the other, anything is appreciated. And that'll be us.
Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you very much.